Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Maths by Samit Deshmukh. In this video we are discussing last article from this chapter, differentiation, that is highest order derivative. Now let us suppose that y is equal to f of x is differentiable function of x, means its derivative exists with respect to x. At that time its first order derivative is denoted as, means if you are differentiating the given function y is equal to f of x, at that time its first order derivative is denoted by what? Dy by dx. Already we have seen that differentiation is denoted by dy by dx, or it is also denoted by what? Y dash also, or it is also denoted by y1, or if it is also denoted by f dash of x. Any one of these notation can be used to represent or to denote first order derivative. Now suppose that if the value of dy by dx is known to us, and again if we are differentiating it with respect to x, means if we are differentiating to dy by dx with respect to x, at that time the new value of differentiation which you are getting, it's called as second order derivative. And now we are discussing the notation for second order derivative. Now here d into d will become d square y, and in the denominator dx into dx is square of dx. It can be represented by this notation, and it can be read as d2y upon dx square. So second order derivative is denoted by d2y upon dx square. So try to understand, this is the notation to represent second order derivative. Means if function is there, if we are differentiating it, then whatever may be the value of differentiation we are getting, we are denoting it by dy by dx, and it is called as first order derivative. Now whatever may be the value of dy by dx we have got, again if we are differentiating it, then the new result is called as second order derivative, because we are differentiating it second time, means two times. That's why it is called as second order derivative. This second order derivative is also denoted by y double dash, or simply by y2, or by f double dash of x. Means these are the notation for second order derivative. Again if we are differentiating this second order derivative, then the third order derivative is denoted by d3y upon dx cube, or it is denoted by y triple dash, or it is denoted by y3, or it is denoted by f triple dash of x. These are the notation for first order, second order and third order derivative. Now using this, let us try to solve the example from our last exercise 1.5. Now see the first example, means first question from our exercise 1.5, in which we have to find out second order derivative of the given functions. So in this case first function is given to us, and we have to find out its second order derivative, means we have to differentiate this function two times. So let us differentiate this function with respect to x. So differentiate it with respect to x. So derivative of y with respect to x is denoted by dy by dx. On this side 2 is a constant term, keep it as it is. We are finding derivative of x raised to power 5. So its derivative can be find out applying which formula? X raised to power n. According to this formula, first take power of f of x as an coefficient, then decrease its power by 1. Means 5 into x raised to power 4 will be the derivative of first term. Now here minus 4, keep it as it is. Again derivative of x cube can be find out applying same method. Take power as coefficient, decrease power by 1. Minus 2 is a constant term, keep it as it is. Now we are finding derivative of 1 upon x square. Now 1 upon x square is in the form of what? 1 upon f of x. And what is differentiation of 1 upon f of x? Derivative of 1 upon f of x is minus 1 upon square of f of x. Square of f of x means square of x square into derivative of f of x. What is f of x here? X square. Again observe here minus 2 is a constant term, keep it as it is. We are finding differentiation of 1 upon x square, but 1 upon x square is in the form of which standard formula? 1 upon f of x, and differentiation of 1 upon f of x is minus 1 upon square of f of x. F of x is x square into its derivative, and lastly derivative of this constant term will be equals to what? 0. So here 2 into 5 will be equal to 10 x raised to power 4. Again check here, minus 4 into 3 is minus 12 x square. Minus into minus will become plus, and 2 into 1 will become 2 upon x raised to power 4, because square of x square will be equal to 2 into 2 will become what, 4 here, and derivative of x square will be equal to 2x. Again here last term can be simplified, so first simplify and then find out second order derivative. 10x raised to power 4, keep it as it is, minus 12x square also as it is. Here 2 into 2 will be equals to 4, and x and 1x from numerator and denominator will get cancelled, so here remaining term is x cube. In this way we have got the value of dy by dx, which is nothing but our first order derivative. But question is to find out second order derivative, so again differentiate it with respect to x. So we are differentiate it with respect to x. So derivative, already we have seen that derivative of dy by dx is denoted by d2y upon dx square, which is called as second order derivative. On this side 10 is a constant term, keep it as it is, derivative of x raised to power 4 is 4x cube. Just simply we have taken power of x as an coefficient and we have decreased its power by 1. Now minus 12, keep it as it is, derivative of x square is 2x, plus 4 is a constant term, keep it as it is, but this function is in the form of 1 upon f of x, and already we have seen that differentiation of 1 upon f of x is what, minus 1 upon square of f of x, means square of x cube, into derivative of f of x. What is f of x here? X cube, isn't it? F of x is here x cube. Now let us simplify it. 10 into 4 will be equals to 40, so which is equal to 40 x cube. Again here check what result we are getting. Minus 12 into 2x will be minus 24x, so minus 24x. Lastly here 4 plus 4 into minus 1 will be minus 4. Minus 4 divided by what is square of x cube. Square of x cube will be x raised to power 6, and derivative of x cube will be equal to 3x square. Just simply we have taken power as an coefficient and decreased power by 1, so which is equal to 40x cube, keep it as it is, minus 24x also as it is. 3 into 4 will become 12, so here we are getting minus 12, and x square from numerator and denominator will get cancelled. After cancelling x square from numerator and denominator, here we will get x raised to power 4, which is nothing but our value of second order derivative, means d2y upon dx square. Now observe the second example. In this case also we have to find out, means in every example we have to find out second order derivative. So here first differentiate it with respect to x to find out first order derivative. So we are differentiating it with respect to x. So derivative of y is dy upon dx. But to find out differentiation of this side, product of two function is there. That's why we are applying product rule. And what is product rule? Keep first term as it is, means first term means e raised to power 2x as it is, into derivative of second term, means derivative of tan x, plus second term as it is. What is second term here? Tan x as it is, into derivative of first term, and here first term is what? E raised to power 2x. Just simply we have substituted the values in what? Product rule. So now simplified, e raised to power 2x, keep it as it is. We know that derivative of tan x will be equals to sec square x, plus here tan x, keep it as it is. Now we are finding differentiation of e raised to power 2x, and it is in the form of e raised to power f of x. So its differentiation is e raised to power f of x into derivative of f of x, where f of x is nothing but what? 2x. So which is equals to, now if you observe both the term, can I take e raised to power 2x common from both the term? Yes, we are taking e raised to power 2x common from both the term. So here remaining term is sec square x. Already we have taken e raised to power 2x common from this term. Here derivative of 2x will be 2 into tan x will be the remaining term here, 2 into tan x, because this term e raised to power 2x already we have taken common. So this is nothing but value of dy by dx, means our first order differentiation. Now again we are differentiating it to find out our required value, means second order derivative. Again differentiate with respect to x. So derivative of y with respect to x is denoted by d2y upon dx square. On this side, again to find out differentiation, we have to apply product rule. Here this is first function and this is second function. Product of two function is there. So again according to product rule, keep first term as it is into derivative of second term. What is second term here? Sec square x plus 2 tan x, isn't it? Then second term as it is. Second term as it is means sec square x plus 2 tan x as it is into derivative of first term. What is first term here? Into derivative of e raised to power 2x. Just simply we have substituted the values in the product rule. So which is equal to, now keep this e raised to power 2x as it is. Now here we are finding derivative of sec square x, but if you'll observe here, it is in the form of f of x raised to power n. So first take this power of f of x as an coefficient, means we have taken power of sec square x as an coefficient, then decrease its power by 1, means new power will be 1 into derivative of sec x, into derivative of what? Sec x, plus 2 tan x, keep it as it is, plus 2 tan x, plus as it is, and derivative of tan x will be equals to what? Sec square x. Derivative of tan x will be equal to sec square x. Differentiation of first term is completed. Now here keep this second term as it is, means here sec square x plus 2 tan x as it is, and into derivative of e raised to power 2x, which is in the form of e raised to power f of x. So its derivative is e raised to power f of x into derivative of f of x, where f of x is nothing but what here? 2x. Isn't it? Now again let us simplify it. So which is equals to e raised to power 2x, keep it as it is. Let us see what we'll get here. 2 into sec x will be 2 sec x, 2 sec x, and what is derivative of sec square x? Derivative of sec x will be sec x into tan x, sec x into tan x, plus 2 sec square x as it is, 2 sec square x as it is. In the next case, here plus e raised to power 2x, keep it as it is, and let us see what we'll get here. E raised to power 2x as it is, and differentiation of 2x will be equals to 2. So that's why here I am writing 2. 2 is nothing but derivative of what? E raised to that derivative of 2x. Into sec square x plus 2 tan x. Again, if you'll observe here very carefully, first write down derivative of 2x. Derivative of 2x is what? This 2 e raised to power 2x, keep it as it is, and this term also keep it as it is, isn't it? Now if you'll observe both the terms very carefully, can I take e raised to power 2x common from both the term? Yes. We are able to take 2 e raised to power 2x common from both the term. 2 e raised to power 2x. So because here 2 is there, here also 2 is there, and here also 2 is there. So and e raised to power 2x is also there. So we are taking twice e raised to power 2x common. So here what we'll get, sec into sec will be sec square x into tan x plus 2 already we have taken common. So remaining term is here sec square x, and here twice e raised to power 2x we have taken common. So here we will get sec square x plus twice tan x, isn't it? So which is equal to twice e raised to power 2x, keep it as it is. If you'll observe here first two term, can I take sec square x common? Yes, we are able to take sec square x common. So here remaining term is 1, and here remaining term is what? Tan x. So plus tan x. So here we can observe that term of sec square x appears. So differentiation is already completed. Remaining part is simplification, and sec square x can be converted in terms of tan. So let us simplify it and try to convert, or we are trying to convert whole expression in terms of tan. That simplification part varies person to person, isn't it? तो मेरी यहाँ पे कोशिश है कि tan में कन्वर्ट कर लूँ, क्योंकि पीछे जो दिया हुआ आंसर है that answer is in terms of tan. Getting it? So that's why here from these two terms we have taken sec square common, and here this sec square x can be replaced by 1 plus tan square x plus 2 tan x, keep it as it is, 2 tan x, keep it as it is, isn't it? So which is equal to 2 e raised to power 2x, keep it as it is. Again this sec square x can be replaced by 1 plus tan square x, 1 plus tan square x, and here into 1 plus tan x, keep it as it is, 1 plus tan x, keep it as it is. And here we can observe that these three term is nothing but value of 1 plus tan x whole bracket square. Check it. a square plus b square plus 2ab. A square plus b square plus 2ab can be written as a plus b whole bracket square, where a is nothing but 1 and b is nothing but what? Tan x. Again, if you'll observe both the term, here 1 plus tan x, 1 plus tan x, we are able to take common from both the term. So if I am taking 1 plus tan x common from first term, then its coefficient is 1 plus tan square x, and if we are taking 1 plus tan x common from the square, so here remaining term is 1 plus tan x. Simply we have taken 1 plus tan x common from both the term. Here also 1 plus tan x is there, and here also 1 plus tan x is there, and simply we have taken 1 plus tan x common from both the term. Now remaining part is just to write down 1 plus 1 will be equal to what? 2, means twice e raised to power 2x into 1 plus, now not necessary to write down the square bracket because into is already there, 1 plus tan x into 1 plus 1 will be equals to 2 plus, then write down tan x, then write down what? Tan square x. In this way we have got our second order derivative. This is nothing but value of what? d2y upon dx square. So d2y upon dx square. Now see, in the third example we have to find out differentiation of e raised to power 4x into cos 5x. Now this function, in this case example is in the form of what? U into v, means product of two function is there, so its first order derivative can be find out applying product rule. So according to product rule, see what result we are getting here. Keep this first term, means e raised to power 4x, keep it as it is, into derivative of second term. What is second term here? Cos 5x, plus second term as it is, means cos 5x as it is, into derivative of first term, where first term is nothing but e raised to power 4x, isn't it? Just we have substituted the values in the product rule. So here e raised to power 4x, keep it as it is. We are finding differentiation of this term which is in the form of cos f of x. So its derivative is minus sin f of x into derivative of f of x. F of x is what here? 5x. Again here cos 5x, keep it as it is, and we are finding differentiation of e raised to power 4x. So its derivative is e raised to power 4x into derivative of 4x, because it is in the form of e raised to power f of x. Its differentiation is e raised to power f of x into derivative of this f of x, isn't it? So let us simplify it. So here e raised to power 4x, keep it as it is, and minus, first I am writing here minus, here remaining term is sin 5x into derivative of 5x is 5, here plus cos 5x, keep it as it is, e raised to power 4x also as it is, and derivative of 4x will be equals to 4. Here we can observe that e raised to power 4x can be taken common from both the term. So now we are taking e raised to power 4x common from both the term. Let us see what we'll get. If I am taking e raised to power 4x common from second term, so here its coefficient is 4 into cos 5x. 4 into cos 5x, and here its coefficient is 5 into minus sin 5x, means minus 5 sin 5x. Here just what we are trying, we are trying to write down first positive term and later on what? Negative term. This is nothing but value of dy by dx, means first order derivative, but question is to find out second order derivative. That's why again differentiate it with respect to what? X. So with respect to x, so derivative of y with respect to x is denoted by d2y upon dx square. On this side apply product rule, because product of two function is there, so apply product rule. According to product rule, keep first term as it is into derivative of second term. Second term means derivative of 4 cos 5x minus 5 sin 5x, plus second term as it is. Second term as it is means 4 cos 5x minus 5 sin 5x into derivative of first term, where first term is e raised to power 4x. Just simply we are applying product rule, and according to product rule, first term as it is differentiation of second term plus second term as it is derivative of what? First term. So let us simplify it. So which is equal to e raised to power 4x, keep it as it is. Now we are finding differentiation of this term. 4 is a constant, keep it as it is. It is in the form of cos f of x. Its derivative is minus sin f of x. क्या है f of x की वैल्यू यहाँ पे? 5x into its derivative, into derivative of 5x. Minus 5 is a constant term, keep it as it is. Derivative of sin 5x will be equals to cos 5x into derivative of 5x, into derivative of what? 5x. So differentiation is known to us. Again we have to simplify two terms. Now here keep this first term as it is, first term as it is, because differentiation is not there. So cos 5x minus 5 sin 5x, keep it as it is. We are finding differentiation of e raised to power 4x. It is in the form of e raised to power f of x. So its derivative is e raised to power f of x into derivative of f of x means derivative of what? 4x, isn't it? Now simplify it. So here e raised to power 4x, keep it as it is, e raised to power 4x as it is, and here 4 into minus will be minus 4 sin 5x into differentiation of 5x will be equals to what? 5. Again minus 5, keep it as it is, cos 5x also as it is, cos 5x into differentiation of 5x will be equals to 5. Differentiation of 5x will be equal to 5. Here keep this term as it is, 4 cos 5x minus 5 sin 5x, keep it as it is. Now derivative e raised to power 4x also as it is, e raised to power 4x, and what is the differentiation of that 4x will be equal to 4. In this way differentiation is completed. Okay, now remaining part is just simplification. E raised to power 4x and e raised to power 4x we are able to take common from both the term. If I am taking e raised to power 4x common from first term, let us see what will be the remaining term here. Here 5 into minus 4 is minus 20 sin 5x, and minus 5 into 5 is minus 25 cos 5x, isn't it? And here e raised to power 4x we have taken common and we are multiplying by 4 to both the term in this bracket. So 4 into 4 will be equals to 16 cos 5x, and 4 into minus 5 is minus 20 sin 5x, isn't it? So which is equal to e raised to power 4x, keep it as it is. First collect the terms of sine. So minus 20 sin 5x and minus 20 sin 5x will be minus 40 sin 5x. Now collect the terms of cos. Minus 25 plus 16 will be equal to minus 9 cos 5x. If I am taking minus common from both the terms, so here we will get minus e raised to power 4x into 40 sin 5x plus 9 cos 5x. Just simply we have taken minus common from both the term, and this is nothing but value of d2i upon what? Dx square, means our second order derivative. Now see the example number 5th. In this example, what is the function? Y is equal to x cube into log x. X cube into what? Log x. So here to find out the differentiation, on this side we have to apply product rule, since product of two function is there. So find out first order derivative applying product rule. So derivative of y is dy by dx. On this side keep first term as it is into derivative of second term, means derivative of log x, plus second term as it is, log x as it is, into derivative of first term, means derivative of what? X cube. Just simply we have substituted the values in product rule. Now x cube, keep it as it is. We know that derivative of log x is 1 by x, plus here log x as it is, and derivative of x cube is what? 3x square. Just simply take power as an coefficient, decrease power by 1. So which is equal to, here x and x will get cancelled. After cancelling x from x cube, remaining term is x square, and here 3x square into log x is 3x square log x, which is nothing but value of dy upon dx. Again here easily we can observe that we are able to take x square common from both the term, otherwise keep it as it is. So this is nothing but our first order derivative. So again differentiate it. Again differentiate it with respect to x. Let us see what we'll get. So derivative of y dy by dx is d2y upon dx square. What is derivative of x square? 2x. 3 is a constant term, keep it as it is. Here to find out differentiation, again we have to apply product rule, because product of two function is there, and according to product rule, first term as it is, derivative of second term, means derivative of what? Log x, plus second term as it is, log x as it is, into derivative of first term, means derivative of what? X square. So which is equal to 2x as it is, plus 3 also as it is, x square also as it is. What is derivative of log x? Derivative of log x is 1 by x, plus log x as it is, and what is derivative of x square? Will be equal to 2x. So which is equal to 2x, keep it as it is, plus 3 also as it is. Here after cancelling x from numerator and denominator, here remaining term is x, and here 2x into log x will be equals to 2x log x, isn't it? So which is equal to 2x. Now I am multiplying by 3 to both the terms in this bracket. 3 into x will be equal to 3x, and 3 into 2 will be equal to 6x log x. Now 3x plus 2x will be equals to 5x, and here we will get 6x log x, isn't it? And from both the term, if I am taking x common, so which is equal to, if I am taking x common, so here remaining term is what? 5, and here remaining term is what? 6 log x plus 6 log x, and this is nothing but value of d2y upon dx square, means our required second order derivative. So now see the fifth example here. Given function is y is equal to log of log x. So we are differentiating it with respect to x. So let us differentiate it with respect to x. Derivative of y with respect to x is denoted by dy by dx. On this side, if you observe the function, it is in the form of log f of x. What is differentiation of log f of x? 1 upon f of x. What is f of x here? Log x into derivative of f of x, means derivative of what? Log x. Again observe, it is in the form of log f of x. So its differentiation is 1 upon f of x, or क्या है f of x की value? Log x into derivative of f of x, means derivative of log x. So 1 upon log x, keep it as it is. What is derivative of log x? Will be 1 by x. So means what result we are getting? 1 upon x log x will be our first order derivative, means dy by dx. Question is to find out second order derivative. So that's why again we are differentiating it with respect to x. So derivative of dy upon dx with respect to x is d2y upon dx square. Now on this side, to find out the differentiation, first we have to observe that the given function is in the form of which standard formula. So here it is in the form of 1 upon f of x. Consider this whole term as f of x. 1 upon f of x is differentiation is minus 1 upon square of f of x, means square of x log x into derivative of f of x, means derivative of x log x, isn't it? This whole term is f of x. It is in the form of 1 upon f of x. So its differentiation is minus 1 upon square of f of x into derivative of f of x. So here minus into 1 will be minus 1 upon square of x log x, keep it as it is. Now we are finding its differentiation. So differentiation here can be find out applying product rule, because product of two function is there. According to product rule, keep first term as it is into derivative of second term. Second term is what here? Log x, plus second term as it is, means log x as it is into derivative of first term. What is first term here? X, isn't it? So value of d2y upon dx square, d2y upon dx square will be equals to minus 1 upon x log x whole bracket square, and here x, keep it as it is. What is derivative of that log x? Derivative of log x is 1 by x plus log x as it is, and derivative of x will be equals to 1. Just we are finding derivative of log x is 1 by x, and derivative of this x will be equals to what? 1. So which is equal to minus 1 upon x log x whole bracket square as it is. Here xx will get cancelled, so remaining term is 1, and log x into 1 will be equals to what? Log x. So it can be written as minus 1. I am multiplying by minus 1 here, so we will get minus 1 plus log x, and in the denominator x log x whole bracket square, and this is the value of second order derivative. Now see the example number 6. In this case, given function is y is equal to x raised to power x. Many times we have seen the derivative of x raised to power x when we have seen how to find out differentiation of logarithmic differentiation method. When this method is applicable, if function is in the form of f of x raised to power g of x. So in this case also we have to apply logarithmic differentiation method, and logarithmic differentiation method means what? Simply take log on both side. So here also we are taking log on both side. So log of y is equal to log of x raised to power x. On this side, according to laws of logarithm, this power can be taken as coefficient. So here we'll get x log x. Now we are differentiating it with respect to x. Once the value, once it can be simplified applying laws of logarithm, then we are able to find out differentiation. Derivative of log y is 1 upon y into dy by dx, because it is in the form of log f of x. So its differentiation is 1 upon f of x into derivative of f of x. What is f of x? Y. So derivative of y is dy by dx. To find out differentiation of this side, we have to apply product rule. According to product rule, keep first term as it is into derivative of second term. What is second term here? Log x plus second term as it is, means log x as it is, into derivative of first term. What is first term here? X. So which is equals to, so dy upon dx is equal to, y will get multiplied on this side. Here x, keep it as it is. What is derivative of log x? 1 by x. Again log x as it is, log x as it is, and here derivative of this x will be equals to 1. Just simply we are differentiating log x, its derivative is 1 by x, and derivative of x will be equals to what? 1. Now substitute the value of y also. So dy upon dx is equal to, what is y? Y is equal to x raised to power x. So replace it by x raised to power x. Here xx will get cancelled, remaining term is 1, and log x into 1 will be equals to what? Log x. Let us denote it by equation number first, which is nothing but first order derivative. Now to find out second order derivative, we have to again differentiate it with respect to x. So again we are differentiating it with respect to x, with respect to what? X. So derivative of dy upon dx is d2y upon dx square. On this side, to find out differentiation, we have to apply what? Product rule. According to product rule, keep first term as it is, means x raised to power x as it is, into derivative of second term. What is second term? 1 plus log x, plus second term as it is, means 1 plus log x as it is, into derivative of first term. What is first term here? X raised to power x. First term as it is, derivative of second term, plus second term as it is, into derivative of first term. Just simply substitute the values in product rule. Now let us simplify it. So which is equals to, if you will observe first term, x raised to power x, keep it as it is, derivative of 1 is 0, and derivative of log x will be equal to 1 by x, means differentiation of whole term will be equal to 1 by x, and later on plus 1 plus log x, keep it as it is, 1 plus log x as it is. Just we are substituting the value of derivative of x raised to power x, and this is nothing but value of what? Derivative of x raised to power x, because y is equal to x raised to power x. So dy upon dx means is differentiation, and derivative of x raised to power x will be x raised to power x into 1 plus log x. This value we are substituting from which equation? From equation number first. So which is equals to, here we can observe that base are same. In case base are same, then according to laws of exponent, we are taking subtraction of power in division. So here division is there, so here power base is same. What is base? X. Here its power is x, and here nothing is in the power, means 1 is there. So a raised to power m upon a raised to power n is a raised to power m minus n. So plus here x raised to power x, keep it as it is, and 1 plus log x into 1 plus log x will be square of 1 plus log x, isn't it? And this is the value of d2y upon dx square, means our second order derivative. In this way, we have completed all 6 examples from question number first. If you think that these videos are very helpful to you, so please like the videos and share these videos with your friends also. In the next video, we are starting question number 2 from this exercise 1.5.